everyone, welcome back to my channel. In previous video I told you about Python and Python installation. So today we are discussing about how to create or how to write your first program in Python. Okay, so let's click on new file and write your file name here, sum.py, which is extension of Python. So Python file is created now. Okay, so let's talk about Python identifier. So Python identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class. Okay, so for example integer num. So integer is a keyword and num is a identifier. Okay, so Python is a case sensitive programming language. Thus label in capital letter and label in small letter are two different identifiers in Python. Okay, so these are the basic rules of naming identifier in Python. So note it down: lowercase letter, uppercase letter, digit, underscore, like this. And an identifier cannot begin with a digit. So these are the some valid names, these are invalid names. Note it down. Okay, so integer amount. So integer is a keyword and amount is a identifier. Okay, next let's see what is the example of identifier: integer amount and double total balance. So here integer and double are keyword, whereas amount and total balance are identifiers. Okay, so Python identifiers are user defined names where keyword is a reserved word. So let's see what is the reserved word. Okay, so let's talk about reserved words. So you cannot use them as constant or variable or any other constant variable name. Okay, so these are the reserved words, and as assert, break, for, not, def. We use def in methods, in functions. Okay, so let's talk about Python indentation. So in Python, indentation is very important. So I am writing it here, print hello without any space. Okay, so let's try it. So it's showing hello. Okay, so I am writing it here with space, one space. Okay, so print. So let's suppose hi. If we are writing a code in with space. Okay, so let's see what will be the output. Okay, so let's run it. So it's showing indentation error, unexpected intent, because we are using here one space. Okay, we have to remove this. So I'm removing it. So again I will run it. So let's see what will be the output. So click on run. So it's showing hi, hello and hi. Okay, so indentation is very important in Python. So note it down. Next, comment. So a hash sign that is not inside a string literal begins a comment. It means you can write a single comment with hash sign. Okay, so like this sum of two numbers and it will print C. This is the single line comment. Okay, with hash sign. So just write it here. Let's suppose hash sign and write this is single line comment. Okay, so this is comment like this. Next, let's talk about docstring. Python uses triple quotes at beginning and end of the docstring. Okay, so we use comment in docstring for defining our code. Okay, for readability of our code. Okay, so let's write it with triple quotes. Okay, so write triple quotes and write your docstring. Okay, so this is docstring with multi-line. This is docstring which is multi-line. Okay, so let's write it is multi-line. So this is docstring of Python. Okay, so next, so let's talk about Python variable. So here this is x variable, 4 to value assigned to it. Okay, so here x is equal to 1, x is a variable and 1 is a value, one value assigned to x variable. Okay, so Python variable are nothing but reserved memory location to store values. Okay, so let's check it in the Visual Studio Code. So let's write a is equal to 2, which is integer value. Okay, which is integer, and print a. So let's see what will be the output. Okay, so let's run it. Click on run. is equal to 2, print A, click on run. So it's showing 2 here. We don't need to specify the variable type here because Python is smart enough to get the variable type. Okay. So you can store integer, decimal, or characters in variables. Okay. So let's change it to float number. Okay. So A is equal to 2.8. So let's see what will be the output. Okay. So let's run it. Click on run. So it's showing 2.8. Okay. So we don't need to specify the variable type here. Okay. So let's run it. Is equal to 2.8, print A. So it's showing 2.8. Okay. Got it. So next, let's suppose this is the float number. So write it here float. This is comment. Okay. Let's take another variable. B is equal to, let's suppose 2, which is the integer value, and print this value. Okay. So print B. Okay. So just write it here integer because this is the integer value. B is equal to 2. So I'm writing it here in comment. Okay. So with hash sign integer value. Let's run it. Let's see the output. So it's showing 2.8 and 2. Okay. Float and integer value. So let's take another. C is equal to true, which is bool value. Okay. So let's print it. Print in brackets C. Okay. So let's run it. Let's see what will be the output. Click on run. So it's showing 2.8, 2 and true value. Okay. In Python we have type function. With type function we can check the variable type. So just write print and your variable name. So variable name is A, comma, type function. In brackets we have to write our variable name. Okay. So type A. So let's see what will be the variable type of A. So variable type of A is float. Okay. So it's showing float. Got it? So let's check it with B. So B comma type B. So let's run it. Run. So it's showing class integer because B is a integer type of value. Okay. So let's check it with C. C is equal to true, which is bool value. So let's check it with type function. Print C, type C. Okay. So let's see what will be the output. So click on run. So it's showing class bool here. Okay. With type function we can check the variable type. Okay. So next. So in Python variable, if you are using small h and capital H, right h, both are different. So type function, we use the built-in type function. In Python everything is an object. So it returns the class type of object. Okay. So let's write a program. Sum of two numbers. So just define variable type. So A is equal to 2. Assign a variable. Okay. B is equal to 3. Both are integer value. Okay. So we have to store some of these two numbers in any variable. So we are using here C. Okay. C is equal to A plus B. Okay. So just print C is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to A plus B, and print C value. Okay. So just write print in brackets, write C. Okay. So let's run it. Let's see what will be the output. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to A plus B, print C. So click on run. Okay. So both are the different, both are the integer value. A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. So here is showing 5. 2 plus 3, which is 5. Okay. Both are the integer value. Okay. So let's check it, the variable type of C. What will be the variable type of C? So print type and variable name, which is C. Okay. So let's run it. Let's see what will the output. So it's showing, click on run. Okay. So it's showing integer. Okay, so C is integer type of value. Got it? So let's check it with float number. A is equal to 2.3 and B is equal to 3. So let's see what will be the output. C is equal to A plus B, and what will be the variable type. So it's showing 5.3. Okay, A plus B, C is equal to A plus B, 5.3, and variable type is float. Okay, if we add float number to integer number, then our output will be in float number. Okay, so write it here, float and integer. Our output is also in float number. Okay, got it? So check with another. So let's suppose change the variable type here. Okay, so this is the first condition. So let's check it with another condition. So let's suppose A is equal to true, which is bool value. Okay, so just write it here, bool. If we are adding here bool to integer value, then see what will be the output. Okay, so click on run. So it's showing 4 here, and variable type is integer. Okay, when we add bool value to integer value, then our output in integer. Okay, so just write it here, output in integer. Okay, when we try to add bool value to integer value, then our output will be integer. Okay, this is the second condition. So let's check it with another condition. Okay, so note it down. Next, let's suppose with string. Okay, string value. So we can write string with double quotes. Okay, write double quotes and write any text. First, run it. So it's showing type error because we cannot add string value to integer value. Okay, that's why it's showing type error here. So note it down. Next, so let's suppose we are adding here string value to float number 3.9. Okay, which is float. So write it here, float. Okay, string. If we are adding here string value to float number, string plus float. Okay, so let's see what will be the output. So it again giving here type error because we cannot concatenate string value to float number. Okay, so note it down. This is the another condition. Okay, we can't add it string value to float value. So let's change it to string. Okay, in double quotes write second text. Okay, and write it here string. If we are adding here string value to string, then what will be our output? So it's showing first, second, and variable type is string. Okay, so when we try to add string value to string value, then our output is also in string. Okay, so if you have any query, then you can ask me in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.